Hello aviators, I am Swati Banka and I welcome you all to the 5th edition of 7 at 7, 7 News at 7 pm on the 7th day. A weekly news roundup show where we cover all the news headlines of the aviation space every Sunday at 7 pm. So these are the top 7 headlines of the week. Akasa Air to place an order for a fleet of aircraft in 3 digits. The domestic airline industry is expected to fly back into profitability next fiscal. Singapore Airlines to get 25.1% stake in enlarged Air India Group. High airfares are here to stay, Air Asia's Fernandez says. DGCA's significantly increased checks to ensure flight safety. Spice jet plane makes emergency landing in Kolkata after pilot spots broken engine blade. Shivamoga Airport inaugurated by PM Modi. Now, key things to know about the Karnataka's newest airport. Akasa Air is going to place an order for a fleet of aircraft that will be in 3 digits by the year end. The company said on Wednesday, the company's founder and chief executive officer Vinay Dubey said it plans to go international by the year end and intends to set up a learning academy in Bengaluru. He also said Akasa has already ordered a fleet of 72 aircraft, of which 18 have been delivered and the remaining 54 will be delivered subsequently between now and by March 2027. By the end of the year, we'll place a large order for aircraft. I'm not going to disclose the number, but the order will be in 3 digits. And significant, Dubey said in a press conference here. In the next 1 year, Akasa is going to hire 300 pilots, Dubey said. Adding, these 300 will be trained on the latest generation aircraft. We have the aircraft of the latest generation and we are also offering our employees the skill sets of the future, which is also very exciting. Now moving forward to the second news. The domestic airlines industry is expected to fly back into profitability next fiscal for the first time since the outbreak of COVID, amid easing cost pressures and reduction in leverage to support credit profiles, a report said on Wednesday. As per the credit rating agency CRISIL, the industry is also likely to pare its net loss by as much as 75 to 80% year on year to rupees 3,500 to 4,500 crore this fiscal. As per the report by credit rating agency CRISIL, the industry is also likely to pare its net loss by as much as 75 to 80% year on year to rupees 3,500 to 4,500 crore this fiscal, compared with around rupees 17,500 crore last fiscal. Strong recovery in passenger traffic and easing cost pressures are supporting this turnaround in the operating performance of airlines, CRISIL said. The projections are based on the CRISIL rating analysis of 3 airlines that account for around 75% of domestic air traffic. Domestic and international passenger traffic recovered to 90% and 98% respectively in the 9 months through December of this fiscal, compared with the corresponding period of fiscal 2020, the pre-pandemic. Now moving on to the third news. Singapore Airlines deal with Tata will inject a further $267 million into Air India. It will give SIA a 25.1% stake in the enlarged Air India Group following its takeover by Tata and merger with Vistara Airlines. The November 2022 deal between Singapore Airlines and Tata Sons to further inject $267 million into Air India is one of the key strategic initiatives for further growth mentioned in the quarterly financial report. This agreement is still subject to regulatory approval. SIA in the statement said, the merged entity will be 4 to 5 times larger in scale compared to Vistara, with a strong presence in all key airline segments in India. The proposed merger will bolster SIA presence in India, strengthen its multi-hub strategy and allow it to continue participating directly in this large and fast-growing aviation market. The airline further said, deeper collaboration with like-minded airlines is an integral part of the SIA Group's partnership strategy. This enables SIA and its partner to drive more traffic to their hubs, offer more options to customers and increase the group's global footprint. High airfares are here to stay as airlines take advantage of the post-pandemic travel boom to lock in higher charges, Capital A Chief Executive Officer Tony Fernandez said. The fare environment is very good, Fernandez said in an interview with Bloomberg Television on Tuesday from the sidelines of the Aviation Festival Asia in Singapore. I think airlines have always underpriced their product. People are getting a little bit of a shock because they see price a little bit higher. But really, we have been behind the curve on that as an industry. Airlines around the world have pushed up fares as demand outstrips supply following rapid rebound in travel after years of pandemic-era restrictions and as carriers struggle to get planes back in the sky. It's not high prices, it's real prices, Fernandez said. I think the fares you are seeing now are really what you should have seen in 2019 as well. After not having travelled for 3 years, people's value of travel have also gone up. He added, if you don't have it for 3 years, you see how important it was. Indian Civil Aviation Regulator is bracing for a change. Director General of DGCA Arun Kumar retires at the end of February. In this interview with Arindam Majumdar, Kumar speaks about the progress and the challenges made by the regulator, the challenges of the maintaining air safety post-COVID. India ICAO checks whether a country's safety oversight program of aviation governance is strong enough to ensure safe travel. As part of that, they check the country's aviation body has legislation backing, the regulator is well staffed to enforce, whether the body is properly licensing the personnel to carry out aircraft operations. It is a very scientific approach developed by ICAO to ensure robust safety regulation. India has significantly improved in all these areas, which helped us to get a historic high rank in the audit. A SpiceJet flight on the way to Bangkok made an emergency landing at the Kolkata airport in the early hours of Monday after the pilot noticed that an engine blade was broken, officials said. The Boeing 737 operating as flight SG-83 took off with 178 passengers and 6 crew members from the Kolkata airport for Bangkok around 1:09 am. Minutes later, the pilot noticed that a blade of the left engine was broken, they said. Soon he contacted the air traffic control and a full emergency was declared at the Kolkata airport with fire engines, ambulance and emergency teams of the CISF in waiting, they added. The plane made an emergency landing at 1:27 am and all the passengers and crew members were brought out safely, airport officials said. The full emergency was terminated at 2 am, they said. The passengers left for Bangkok on another flight at 7:10 am, officials said. The aircraft with the faulty engine blade was undergoing checking, they said. Now moving on to the last news. Shivamogga Airport inaugurated by PM Modi. Key things to know about the Karnataka's newest airport. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday inaugurated Karnataka's newest airport at Shivamogga. Built at a cost of Rs 450 crore, Shivamogga Airport will help boost air connectivity of central Karnataka region. The lotus-shaped passenger terminal building of Shivamogga Airport can handle 300 passengers per hour. The Greenfield Domestic Airport at Sogane in Shivamogga district has been constructed under the centre's Udan scheme aimed to make air travel affordable to all. It will boost commerce and increase connectivity, PM Modi said. Ahead of its opening, the DGCA has accorded permission to operate commercial flights and private aircraft from the Shivamogga Airport. After DGCA's permission, an aircraft from the Indian Air Force landed at the airport on February 22 on a trial basis. The airport is expected to boost tourism in Malnad districts of Shivamogga, Chikmagaluru and Hassan. So these were the top 7 news of the week from the aviation sector. This brings us to the end of the 5th edition of 7 at 7. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next edition. Same time, same day, 7 news at 7 p.m. only on Unacademy Aviation.